So my little brother was my responsibility at night when his parents went to work. And so he would go to bed for his dad and then get up when they left and lock me out the fucking house. Almost every night that they were gone. So I got smart, and the only way to keep him in his room was to lock him in his fucking room. So I started locking him in his room so he couldn't come lock me out the house. Because he thought he was funny. He was not. When that little boy came along, I was no longer any part of baby to my parents. Like, I was already not part of one, but it was even worse. Like, you could tell the amount of love my mother showed her sons over me. If you sat in the room with her and listened to her. If I was in the room and was talking, she'd tell me shut the fuck up pretty much and talk herself because nobody wants to hear what I say. So I learned how to not express myself. So when I have to express myself, it's really hard for me. Like, being that person is not easy. When I healed, it became easier, but it's still hard for me because I feel like, what if I say it wrong? What if I explain this wrong? What if I am wrong? What if this isn't the one? And so, like I said though, she even told me I'd never get married because of the hysterectomy. So, I mean, abuse is really not good for a child. But watching her love her sons and make me strong, quote unquote, because that's what she was taught, was better than her showing me affection and love and quality time. They could still go curl up in her bed sometimes when my stepdad was gone when he first moved to sleep with her. But if I did, I got woke up in the middle of the night and got told to go to my bed. Even though she'd wake up before she had to go get him, she'd tell me to get out of bed if I fell asleep. There's a lot of things I remember. I remember the rage. I remember the anger. I remember the lack of love. But the biggest thing I remember is how controlling she was over me compared to them. They could make mistakes. I couldn't. If I made a mistake, I wouldn't live it down. And I mean that with all my heart. I still don't live one mistake down. At all. Like, it's still in my face. But you live and learn. You can't fix everything. You can't predict the future. And you can't help who you trust when you think you can trust somebody. Because people lie to your face just to get what they want of you, just to do you dirty. And family's first one to do it. Family and friends. My brother is that way with me. And if you know anything about me and my older brother, I don't let him know where I'm at, what I'm doing, what's going on with me. Because there ain't no point. My little brother and I don't have a relationship no more, whatsoever. Because he's sitting there listening to my older brother and not listening to anybody else. So, I don't have a relationship with either one of them. And I really don't want one. Because I'm not going to be called a liar or a junkie or a drug addict and, be accused of still doing stuff. My brother has legit kicked me off his property. And I was up for over 24 hours to drive myself back home. without a nap. So I pulled over at gas stations and slept in my car for a quick nap just to make it back down the road so where my eyes weren't blurry. Just to try and make it home with that little of respect. All because a key was lost and he decided that I was irate for no reason. But then he screamed at me and I had PTSD and I started shaking, and he doesn't realize I react differently to being screamed at than most people because I've been abused physically. Like, I have stood toe to toe with a man and told him, if you want to hit me, go ahead. And I meant every word of it more than once. The only time I did not have to do that is if I was at work in a club. I've had to do every other job. I've always had that one dude who wanted to try me up. Always. If a dude tried me up in that club, I had free fucking will to whoop his ass. And I have taken a shoe off and tried hitting the freaking dude. And if that bouncer wouldn't have got to him, I would have fucking probably killed him. And I'd be in jail for murder. Because the dude tried me up. And had tried reaching for my area between my legs and too close to it. Like, touched my thong and pissed me off. And I'm a no-touch girl for the most part. Like, I work clubs where you cannot touch me because I don't like being disrespected. And touch to me is different. Like, you're getting a lap dance. I'm here to entertain you, not sell you a lie, tell you the truth, and give you a lap dance and go about my way. And that's it. And a lot of men don't always respect women like me. That's okay though. You don't have to. I respect myself enough. But yes, I don't want my brothers to even know where I'm at. I don't talk to them. They don't have my new phone number. And I don't want them to have it. I don't want contact with them. I don't deal with liars very well. And hypocrites. And jackasses. Because I already dated all those. I don't need it from my own damn family. And yet I get it from everyone in my family, pretty much. So knowing that, I avoid. I respect my peace more than I respect my family. Of being in their life. I don't want to be in their life. I want to be in my own life. I don't want the drama. I want my own peace. And I take it every day.